Hello, denizens of the interwebs! So I've been playing as much Valorant as my rage-filled blood will handle. And in between making character overviews and guides, which you haven't checked out yet, you should probably do that. I would like to make some more large picture Valorant videos, starting with who is the best solo queue character in the game. With ranked mode finally released and the tempting goal of improving your rank to chase the fair lady MMR in search of the goddess of Elo in this competitive team-based game, you may find yourself in the position that I am. I have no friends to play with, so I will be solo queuing and praying to the fair lady in hopes of getting teammates that have evolved beyond knuckle-dragging Neanderthals. But alas, it will probably be decreed that these will be my teammates, and I will probably be one of those teammates at times. With all of these characters in the game, how do we figure out who's going to be the best solo queue agent in the game? Well, in my opinion, they need to fit a few criteria. First, have pop-off potential. My guess is that much like other competitive games, at the lower ranks, play is going to be disorganized, it's going to have limited comms, and it's going to be pure chaos. So when we're looking at picking a character for solo queue specifically, we should be looking at characters that can chain kills quickly using their abilities, meaning combat abilities. Get those shitty team-based abilities out of here. If it doesn't help you, then what's the point? Number 2, be self-reliant. Remember, say it with me, everybody on your team are going to be apes, meaning you are the only person you can trust. Therefore, you have to have a kit that allows you to be self-reliant, meaning you can still make plays even if your teammates aren't around, or they're already dead. Number 3, be an asshole. The character needs to embody you. This is your avatar after all. And since you're going to be an asshole solo queue player, they need to exemplify this. The usual suspects. Alright, so right off the bat, we can eliminate these guys. These guys are fully team-oriented in just about every ability they have and everything they do, which sounds great. But remember, we're not looking to be anywhere near our teammates, so these qualities actually hurt us as solo queue players. Jett. The first character that comes to mind, for me personally, is Jett. Mainly because she's all over the promotional material. And also every streamer and their mother have been playing them, so kinda hard not to think of her first. But does she have pop-off potential? Well, she's the only movement-based agent in the game, and an ult that can chain kill people with a one-shot, so yeah, I would say pretty good pop-off potential. I'm gonna give her a 10 out of 10 here. In terms of self-reliance, she has a little bit of a knock here. She does have a little bit of utility to get her out of sticky situations if she gets caught with her pants down with her smoke screens and her E. But you really need to play a hit and run style with Jett to stay out of trouble anyway, so it's not too bad. Gonna give her an 8 out of 10. Number 3.
There you are, you shit.
Yup, she's an asshole. But there is an almost likable quality to her snark and dickishness, which is gonna dock her a point in this category, 9 out of 10. Overall score? 8 out of 10 Wuxi Kunai. Next up is the resident edgelord Omen. Chances are if you played Reaper in Overwatch, Zed and Talon in League of Legends, or anything that just has knives and darkness, you're gonna feel right at home with this edgelord fantasy. This dude is going to thrive in a solo queue environment. Mark my words. When comms are limited, he can just run around playing mind games with people with his teleport and smoke tricks. A good Omen is going to absolutely dismantle disorganized squads at lower ranks. 10 out of 10 pop-off. Okay, this ghosty lord was designed to be a sneaky flanky character. He's gonna spend most of his match roaming around on his own anyway. 10 out of 10. Omen is kind of a dick, but not really. He's just kind of in a cold, haughty, calculating way. Like, instead of going for personal insults, he just spouts out how much better he is than his opponents. So, I mean, 7 out of 10, I guess? Not really that impressive. Overall, 8 out of 10 edges. Pretty sharp. Brimstone. The resident daddy of the Valorant squad may seem like an odd solo queue choice at first, but I mean, he does have a giant orbital beam. So let's give him a chance. He doesn't really pop off, per se. The only way that you're gonna get a lot of kills all at once is by using your ultimate, but the only way that you're really gonna get kills with your ultimate is if you combine it with a Sage Slow or some other walling mechanism. So, I mean, not that great. And on top of all this, he's generally played as an anchor and just stalling for his teammates, waiting for them to collapse, which again, coordinated team-based game, Great for other people, not for us. 5 out of 10. With 3 smokes, a choke holding molly, a stim pack that boosts you, and a friggin' death ray, yeah, I'd say this dude is pretty self-reliant. 9 out of 10. I mean... And this is where Brimmy Boy gets knocked the hardest. His best burn is...
Who trained you?
Yeah, no. This guy's not for us epic pro gamers. 2 out of 10. Overall, 4 out of 10 mollies. Breach. Fuck this character. Just fuck him and his Nordic ass. I hate playing against Breach. He's the most obnoxious, annoying piece of... Keep it together, Walrus. Keep it together. Breach is the character you play when you don't want your opponents to have fun. I'm getting ahead of myself though. Breach has a one-shot wallbang, a shockwave tremor that can reach almost clear across the map, a flashbang, and an ult that literally knocks people up on their feet and half blinds them, making it hard for them to aim. With all that being said though, his pop-off potential is surprisingly low. He kind of relies on his teammates to follow up on his CC, so 6 out of 10 pop-off. Again, he's not self-reliant, he sucks on his own. 2 out of 10. The real question though, is he an asshole? He's a little bit of an above average asshole, but maybe it's just the accent that really drives it home. 7 out of 10? Overall, 5 out of 10 fucks. Fuck this character. Fuck, just, I hate him. Raze. Do you like clickbait, nades, and paint for some reason? Well, hey, play Raze. Raze is a fragging queen with almost 0 utility, which makes her a perfect candidate for this list. With the only nades in the game, a small rocket jump pack thingy, a one-shot ultimate that really isn't that hard to aim, and Buford the bombot buddy that kills people for you, oh yeah, she can pop off hard. 10 out of 10. In terms of self-reliance, she is a strong independent explodiophile that don't need no help. Well, minus the fact that she has no utility in her kit, which includes no line of sight blocking abilities. So if you get caught, you're gonna get caught and you can't reposition out of there. So 8 out of 10? Yeah, sounds good. Okay, her voice lines are some of the stupidest in the game, but she's not really an asshole. So gonna have to knock her quite a few points here. Sorry guys, 2 out of 10. Overall, 6 out of 10 Buford the Bombot buddies. Pretty decent. Phoenix. I've been dreading this character. Finally, we have the darling child of the developers. Much like that spoiled brat that you may know in your life or have known in your life previously, they just expect good things to come to them because they are the hot shit. Even though you feel like you should like them, you can't, because if you feel like you're being forced to, and you just want to punch that perfect cheesy smile right back down their stupid throat. Sorry about that. Phoenix pops off hard. Really hard. With the best flashbang in the game, a wall that can be bent around corners, a fire grenade to cut off choke points, oh, and also the fact that his wall and his nade heal him on top of damaging opponents, and his ultimate that gives him an extra friggin' life. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Do I even really need to explain this again? He has a wall. He has a flashbang that has the radius of a fucking solar eclipse. He has choke holding nades. He has an extra life to peek safely, and his abilities heal him on top of everything. Yeah, 10 out of 10. This is where I'm so conflicted and things get so interesting. All of Phoenix's voice lines are super chill, and he just seems like a super kind dude that you just want to go get a drink with or shoot some hoops and talk about dumb shit with. But he's just too perfect. Like he's hiding something. Like he feels like the kind, humble guy that you find out later was a cannibal. But like the chill kind of cannibal, like Hannibal Lecter. Anyway, out of 10? I don't know. Overall, 10 out of 10. I mean, yeah. Fuck. So, after all of that, where does that leave us? Well, our top contenders in ascending order are, with a tie for second and third place, Jet and Omen. Who you're going to play between these two is really just dependent on whether you are a weeb or an edgelord. And at number 1, to nobody's surprise, the best solo queue character in Valorant, Phoenix. He just has everything, as much as I hate to admit it. Now, who will I be playing in Valorant? Probably Viper and Jett. Why, you may ask? They have the most waifu potential, which is the greatest quality a character could ever have. Later.